Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you guys the tuning process for this piano, this beautiful piano that I got to tune for some people. And I start by kind of playing the C major scale, or at least tried to anyway, and it pretty much sounds like this.
Problem at all.
And I try an octave lower.
Cool. Okay. Just had to do that.
So this piano was
the
pretty much
C
two
major.
steps down the right way along the keys. And so I did my quick little assessment of it and roamed around just to make sure there was no broken strings, no sticky keys. It was actually in really beautiful condition, this piano, and I was really happy and stoked to be able to tune this one, because I did a pretty good job. I've only tuned maybe this will be my third piano that I've ever tuned, and so whilst it is still a learning process, I am also getting better each time. And I didn't want to charge an arm and a leg for this tuning process, because tuning pianos can get quite expensive professionally. I am nowhere near a professional, so I only offered them like $80 because I had to drive, so I needed to cover my gas. Yet they still paid me, it was 150 New Zealand dollars, which is super generous, and I was extremely thankful for that. I'm going to be transparent about the prices because maybe this is something that somebody else would want to do. I bought my piano tuning kit online. I have my own piano, which I didn't do a great job with the first time, but obviously you get better and better each time. And as you progress and as you get better, obviously you like anybody can do this. Obviously there's proper training that you can take and whatnot, but it is something that you can just pick up yourself and learn to do. So I'm pretty much just going to time lapse the rest of this tuning process so you can sort of see what happens and stuff. I didn't capture the whole time that I was there. There's only sort of 17 minutes of me tuning the piano and such, but I'll time lapse the rest of that, and yeah, we'll go from there. The general tuning process for this piano was super easy. There was no super rusty strings, there was no mice in and under the keys or in the body at all. I think the most difficult part with this piano was that the action didn't come out really enough for me to get my piano mutes in, and so I managed to do it really well on the lower octaves, but when I got up to the higher octaves like C6 and above, it started becoming a bit more finicky just to get my mutes in there and get the right sounds, but otherwise it was a pretty straightforward tune. Really, I would just get the pegs in the right position, and then I'll be using my phone with the Piano Tuner app, and I'd just really tune the top peg and maybe the bottom peg, and then I would use the middle peg by ear just to kind of match it together, which was really nice. And as you can see, I'm not really giving it a lot of force. I'm just kind of lightly pulling it over and just trying to keep the tuner lever as close to 12 o'clock position as I could, as I didn't want to damage the pegs and or break a string. And the final process of the tuning that I did so far sounds like this.
This is the first octave.
As you can see, it sounds a lot closer to the proper pitch down there, and this piano hadn't been tuned since the 11th of the 9th, 07. It's a little bit blurry, but it was a really long time. Over a decade, so it was probably about 14 years since its last tune. And the only other problem that I really had with this piano is that the action didn't sit close enough to the strings, and so you can see I have my arm up pushing against the action to kind of mute the strings without having to put any pressure on the pedals, which was an easy fix. Just had to jam something together. You can hear that the piano is actually playable now, which is really cool. I wanted to do a fine tune for the piano, and it probably could have had a complete run through again just to touch up the strings to make them sound really crisp and tight, but the clients were completely happy with what I had done so far, and I mentioned to them about the action not being completely rested against the strings, and she mentioned that her husband will try and fix it. They were super nice people, and they didn't really need me to stick around for too long. I didn't want to stick around for too long either. I had my little son with me, and so it was a handful as well as tuning, and I managed to get it to sound really nice. So thank you for watching my process, and see you in the next one. And here's me writing on there the date of my tune, which was really cool. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one.